Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Seance of Blake Manor, where we're trying to convince people to not go to the Seance of Blake Manor. I have 6 minutes, so I have 6 actions until next hour. There are people... Oh. What's next for her? Oh, you can go talk to her about like what she plans to do. Interesting. There are people I need to go and talk to. I need to talk to her. She is not available for the rest of today. Or at least the dawn of today. I keep forgetting, we're only in the morning of Saturday. Even though it's about to be 3 in the afternoon. Mysteries. Mr. Toussaint claims that Miss Murphy can attest to his whereabouts while Miss Dean was engaged in her fight. Okay. I have to figure out where Mr. O'Meara was. Mr. Dupre. Mr. Scarrett. Mr. Barley, I thought we had already... Well, no, I guess his alibi didn't really, like, have a way to verify it, so... Potential connection. I need to talk to Mr. Hunter. When... A guilty person's probably a bald person. If there's no bald person, the game is wrong. I mean, there's a couple people that are almost bald. Mr. Scarrett and Mr. Sinnott are almost bald. Does that count? Also, hello. If only we could go talk to the youngest of the family that owns the building, because he probably saw everything. Okay, so he'll be back at 4. I hope you're having a good day. The other crowd in the drawing room is what's happening at 3. I guess we'll go to that because we don't really have anyone else to follow up on until 3. Olivia Darcy. How are we supposed to act on Miss Darcy? She is in the garden. What am I supposed to... She's here under faked credentials, cannot use magic. Her shoes are medium in size. If I can resolve the haunting... Okay, yeah. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to get... whatever the item is. Courage the Cowardly Dog was like my favorite Cartoon Network cartoon when I was a kid. I'm doing alright. Thank you so much for asking. Maybe I can discuss that. Maybe the brooch is actually husband's. Okay, that was the library. So let's go out to the garden. I love also that it was Tuesday that this lady just left the premises and she like wandered out into this garden in like a stupor. Everything is like is still there and it's Saturday. Hell yeah.
Mr. Ward.
Miss Darcy. That's an interesting brooch you have there. Yes, well, it's actually very important. I'd tell you, but it's, secret. One of those hush-hush secret society things, you see? So it's not her husband's. Do you have reason to believe that your husband was writing to someone he shouldn't have been before his death? Oh, do I? My Cecil was quite the wordsmith. It was what had me fall for him in the first place. Now, if only he'd had the decency to save those love letters for me. Yes, ma'am. I need something. From your husband. I don't want to have to talk about this with her. Have you ever written about miscarriages in your work? No, it's not something I think Frankly, sir, given how the topic is dealt with in the real world, I do not think publishers or an audience would care for it. What can you tell me about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? Oh. Well, Mr. Ward, I'm not sure I should say anything at all. I wouldn't want to betray their trust in me, you understand. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Indeed I was, and I got roundly thrashed, so I don't want to speak any more about it. I'm sorry, but I must ask, did many attend? I suppose I will say that we eventually managed to convince the doctor to play, after no small amount of badgering. He was a good sport about it, and surprisingly good at the game itself, come to think of it. His aunt was there too, of course, as was Miss Quinn, Miss Barbosa, Miss Lau, Mr. Coventry, and of course the Marquess. YouTube didn't like your British accent joke. Oh no. 6 messages in, and YouTube was like, wait a minute. I know you. If she could please. Has your work given you any expertise on medical documentation? Oh goodness, no. The odd time I would need to include something like that, it's off to the library for me. Or I might pester my cousin, who has himself become a doctor.
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Damn. Oh my god, do it. I probably wouldn't be able to tell because my vision's terrible, but
Good day, Mr.
I'm sure
Ward.
I'd know. Okay, let's go to this talk. I don't know where I'm supposed to get something that belongs to her husband. Why is it so dark? Oh, what I was saying though is that this woman walked through in a stupor. And everything is still a mess. It's been a week and not a single person has come through to clean, like, where she went. They just, like, left it the way it was. They were like, oh, that's weird. It's my job to fix that and everything, but I'll just leave that the way it is. The where it is. Oh, man. What's down here? The West Tower. Okay. You don't know what is. The word stupor?
Well, this is more of a turnout than I was expecting.
So when you say someone was wandering around in a stupor, it's kind of like saying you could say the same about somebody who's drunk or just not all there, you know, like something's wrong. So, because the way that it's described in the game is that she was wandering the hallway and like running into things, she's knocking stuff over. Yeah.
To those of you I haven't met, I'm Fia Callahan, and I'm here to talk to you all about the other crowd.
No problem. Okay, I guess we'll listen to this because it'll pass a good amount of time, and then hopefully we can learn something from it.
Thank you all for coming. I hear a lot of you have come from far afield. So it seems only right that you should get to know this place, our home, a little better. We share this land with the other crowd, the Aishi, or people of the Mound. You'll have heard them called many things, no doubt. The good people, the weak folk, the fair folk. Some of
The
you
wee
will know
folk.
them by the F word, but we won't be saying that here. And what are they? Sure, I can't tell you what nobody knows. The church would tie themselves in knots, trying to bend the
Wee
truths of the
people?
world to
Oh,
fit their
no.
narrative. They want you to believe, first of all, that the other crowd don't exist. Then, secondly, once you know they are real, the church wants you to think of them as angels, ones that never took a side in the battle of heaven. Cast down to earth, and not hell, for they're sitting on the fence. Now, I've never heard anything of this ilk from any reliable source, only holy salesmen. Other people confuse them for types of ghosts. And given how similar the Banshee and Fargurtha are to ghosts, I can forgive that.
Fargurtha. So that's how you say that one. I forgot to Google the names. Damn it.
But they are more than that. Some would say they are the land incarnate. Really, it's best to think of them as forces of nature. They are no more good or evil than a storm. But you'd also want to stay out of the path of a bad storm. All that said, it's easier to avoid a storm. There are signs and you get warning. Not so with the other folk. Best you can do is be polite and leave your offerings. And to avoid them altogether, best not to meddle in anything that might catch their eye. That's the main reason we don't call them by their name. Or, you know, do strange magic on their doorstep.
So maybe she's not for the seance.
And these fairy...
Please, sir, don't call them that. I've given you many's an alternative that won't draw their eye to this place, which you don't want. Trust me there.
My apologies, madam. These other folk, they differ from the winged fairies of children's stories.
As much as you and I differ from a wild animal. Yes. All of Europe, probably further, has their own form of the good folk. Primordial forces of nature, all. As unknowable to us as a storm or wave. As I said, Catholic monks came and tainted history. Tried to write them out of existence, and when that failed, they tried to write the fear out of them.
Write the fear out of them. What does this mean?
Writing them as friendly winged sprites. Friendly to children and all that.
I think it's called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. But there's a movie that explores the actual lore behind tooth fairies. It was actually one of my favorite horror movies for a long time.
Stories are powerful ways to change a land and its power. It's why the church always folded in the rituals and beliefs of a place they came to. Like in our case, how Ostara became Easter, Yule became Christmas, and Samhain became All Souls' Day, when the blessing of the graves gets done. Ah, look, I've lost my train of thought with all your questions. Where was I?
I'm sorry, I keep like clearing my throat so much.
What else? Oh, yes, speaking of Samhain, masks.
Yeah, 2010. Freaking love that movie.
You all have costumes for the ball this evening, yes?
Ah, it is all good fancy. My outfit will amaze.
Well, yes. But also, no. Samhain is when the dead walk among us. You know this. Sure you're here for that, right? Well, when they leave, they don't always leave empty-handed. Some want to drag the living with them, jealous as they are. That's why we dress up as ghoulish figures, so they can't tell the difference between us and them and will leave us be. I can see some of your faces. Superstitious old bat, you're thinking.
Well, it's also the reason they make the jack-o'-lanterns. Because they're supposed to ward off, like, malicious spirits and stuff.
Maybe. It's certainly been said before. But just this 1 year, when you're pushing the barriers to their limits, you might do well to keep a superstition or two in your back pocket. Right, no more questions. I'm tired of trying to talk sense into you lot. Listen or don't.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. Am I able to talk to anybody? Yes. Okay, who is here? Who are you? Oh, Dr. Callahan.
Oh, a new face. You're a little late, but you haven't missed the main event at least. Who might you be?
My name is Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you, Mr...
Doctor, as it happens. Dr. Rory Callahan. Very pleased to meet you too. And yes, before you ask, I am related to Thea Callahan, her nephew and apprentice. But I've taken what she's taught me and improved it through the application of science. And this weekend, I will prove the value of my approach, once and for all.
Doctor goes for Dracula and not Doctor? Only if it's my character. My character's the true Dracula. He is worried about the spiritual aftermath of the seance. Your aunt thinks the seance could be dangerous? She doesn't think that, Mr. Ward. She knows it. They intend to unravel the order of the universe. Now, I'm all for progress myself, but there's no scientific method, no rigorous testing, just some good intentions and a lot of people to be caught in the crossfire if things go wrong. Let's see. He's got a Celtic cross. A cross in the Celtic style, a sign of his faith mingled with the one of his heritage. His hands are raw. His hands are red raw, with a subtle but unmistakable smell of a modern doctor's office. You're foolproof. Have you noticed, too, that Miss Mantovani seems unwell? You must know I can't discuss my patients' private medical information with just anyone. I keep their files well protected, so don't get any ideas. I won't be a source of gossip about the woman. Okay, so he was there, I'm pretty sure. The Fae are said to be a mythical race that live alongside humanity and sometimes cause them all manner of grief. I hear there was a bridge game the other evening. Did you play? I did. Mrs. Darcy dragged me in on my aunt's suggestion. Mr. Scarrett was meant to play, but he was preoccupied in the library and left them down a player on short notice. Did many attend? Enough for 2 tables. Miss Barbosa, Miss Quinn, and Mrs. Lau were there. Marquess Blake joined us too, as did Mr. Coventry. Okay, so that does lay some truth to Mr. Scarrett's alibi. So who was arguing with her? Who else could have been there?
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
I'm trying.
You again.
Did you attend the bridge game the other night? The bridge game? That was Tuesday? I did not. No, I was elsewhere. In my room, praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. That seems not very, certain. I saw a shadowy figure stalking the grounds, twice the height of a man. Would that description mean anything to you? Not Malfoy. Yeah, they got him too. We got Malfoy, Dracula, Mr. Toussaint. It doesn't mean much to me. Angelic beings are creatures of light, radiant and pure. I suppose the natural conclusion would be that you have something less heavenly on your hands. What do you know about the Fae? I don't believe in all that. But one night I was walking home through some fields, a way I often took before and knew well. I found myself trapped. I could see the way out, but no matter how far I walked, I could get no closer. And I swear to you, I could hear laughter, even felt a small hand touch me. I offered up what was left of my hip flask by way of tribute and ran. They must have taken it because I was finally out. Maybe they were Fae, maybe something else. Regardless, I no longer walk home that way. Are you aware there's a stain on your pocket, sir? Oh, so there is. That must be... soap? You are a suspicious character, Mr. O'Meara. Have you had any strange experiences around the manor, Mr. O'Meara? I could swear I have. You mean ghosts? You're not the first person to ask me that, actually. Seems like everyone's seeing things in this place. I haven't seen much, but I have this feeling that there are other people here. More than us guests. Don't you? Sometimes I do. Do you believe in the concept of guardian angels? Very much so, and I'll tell you why. I have seen mine. When I had the accident that gave me this cane, I witnessed it in my peripheries. In the peripheries of my vision, my own guardian angel. And I've seen it since. I even know its name. Well, sort of. I found allusions to it in dreams, old symbols burnt into my mind. Surely the angel put them there. Who else, after all? Just, if I could translate it, I could call it here. I know it all sounds a bit, well, crazy, doesn't it? That's faith for you. And do you believe in life after love? Do you have something on your mind, Mr. O'Meara? You seem distracted. I always do. Don't take it personally. It's not a comment on the company. Not right now, it isn't anyway. No, I've always had this look, I think.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Meara.
don't let me keep you.
Alrighty.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
We have not. I'm Declan Ward. I arrived just yesterday, from Dublin. And yourself, ma'am?
Fia Callahan. No need for the formalities. I arrived at the hotel just a few days ago, but I've lived in the area all my life.
Ah, a local. A good person for a stranger to become acquainted to.
Oh, I'm not just local. I'm the local bandri, Declan. A wise woman. I've come to minimize the damage of this damnable seance.
Folk jewelry. She has a tan on her skin as if she spent time working outside. Her clothes have seen many repairs. She has a Celtic cross similar to many worn by Catholics in the country. She's got an unusual hair color. A stark streak of white runs through her otherwise red hair. I mean, it's not that weird. Some people start graying when they're in their, like, 20s. I'm wise. It doesn't sound wise. It's also, if you have a birthmark on your scalp, sometimes the hair will grow in, like, platinum blonde. There was a girl I knew when I lived in Pennsylvania. She looked like Rogue from X-Men because she had a birthmark, across her scalp, like right at the top, at the front of her scalp. And so the hair there actually grew in like that white blonde. It's kind of cool. A witch of sorts is what he says. How'd she said Ben Drow? Ben Drow? You mentioned you were a Ben Drow. What's that now? Ah, it's like a hedge witch. I offer treatments, both physical and spiritual, to the locals. And I look after the land, too. Really, though, a land and its people are intertwined, so it's all one. Okay. Not rogue cool, but cool. Might I ask how you came to have the white streak in your hair? I don't think I've seen its like before. I've had it all my life. You should have seen me with it when I was a little girl. Some people believe it's a sign of wisdom to be born with such a thing, you know? Now, I can't say for certain that's true, but I do like the idea. What can you tell me about Malaysians? Well, that's the race of man who came to this island and battled the gods for the right to stay. Funny, we first fought them, then we worshipped them. We first fought them, then we worshipped them. Then we largely forgot. I like that more than worshipping the god that we all lost to in the end, myself. Rory is talking more about this at 3 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to read this. Rory is talking more about this at 3 p.m. tomorrow, you know? You could do worse than go to that for more. Did you know that Miss Dean hails from a powerful Malaysian bloodline? That's what I've been hearing, at least. Does she now? That little... I wonder she... Oh, I've no time to spend on bitterness, Declan. I'll hope she miraculously puts it to good use, and leave it at that. Oh, she doesn't seem to like her. What do you know about the god... about the name... I don't know how to say it. I need to look it up. Let me look it up. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna see if there's a phonetic description. The Irish name is pronounced phonetically as Gwivnu, with some variations including Givne. The phonetic spelling represents the pronunciation in the International Phonetic Alphabet. I never would have guessed that. Givnu. A smithing god, same as Breed. My understanding is his work focused more on war, weapons, and armor, you see, whereas her work was more for daily tasks, horseshoes, tools, pots, and the likes. Fred sounds cooler. Why do you think the seance is so dangerous? Declan. Are you a holy man? I am. Then you'd be of the mind that how all this works, is God's will, God's design, yes? I suppose that would be fair. Whatever system you live by has starts and ends. To pull that apart, with no plan to patch it up, mind, is to open a door that was never meant to be opened. It's what the Greeks called a Pandora's box. Can you tell me more of your duties? Oh, what else is there to say? Healing of the land, the body, the mind, all that. Some veterinary work, blessings on the land, and tributes to keep the other folk happy. I do the odd bit of scrying for those with the need for it. And I train successors. Or, at least I try. Rory's been on and off that path these days. Ooh. I have to investigate room 9. I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Oh, look at that. I'd imagine you found it in a chimney or under some floorboards. Why, your poking around hard-to-reach hiding places is your own business, Declan. It's a simple charm. Needs to be close to the person it's targeting. Looks like it's meant to bind a magic user. Stop them from moving or hurting another person. That sort of thing. Oh. Okay. Can you think of anything that might explain a large, ghostly figure on the land? Ah, now they've gone and done it. I warned them that nothing good would come of this seance. It's not a ghost, that's for sure. They only come in the one size. All this messing has lured some of the fair folk here. Or maybe awoken one of the Tutha? Tua? Twat? God. Tua. It's Tua. Don't look at me like a feckless cow, Declan. The Tua did not. The old gods, gone from our plane to the other world. But sure, that kind of god can't walk among its people every now and then. Oh, what kind of god can't walk among its people every now and then? Good lord, I'm stumbling through all of it. Are you familiar with this book, Miss Callahan? I am not, and I absolutely don't want to be. Whatever those sigils open or close, I want no part in it. Is that what they say? Yes. One opens, and the other closes. What, I cannot say, but it's old, powerful, and not for trifling with. Yeah, it is 2 syllables. It's Tua. Or Thua. Depends. Apparently it's said both ways.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a bite to
I
eat
googled
into.
it. I looked it
It's
up.
going to be a
How to say it
long
phonetically
day.
because I'm struggling.
Hello again, my friend.
Not at all, Mr.
Oh my god. Missing my keys.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Okay, there's not really anything new to
Good day,
talk
and to
to
you.
him about.
Signor Ward.
I'm pretty sure she said she was there. Were you at the bridge game the other night? Me? No. The only cards that interest me are the tarot. It was those I was reading while they played their game.
That's all.
Of course.
Okay. And Miss Barbosa, is there anything new I can discuss with you? Yes, more questions. Miss Barbosa? Can't tell you, but I'm conducting an investigation. I'm beginning to think this place really is haunted, you know. And why not? Everywhere people have been ends up haunted. What makes you think this place is different? Well, alright.
Oh,
When you put it that way. I've tried to tell the lazy porter that you want your telegram, and I can't. So. Alright. Okay, so Irish mythology at 3 on the following day. Okay. Oh, good and bad elves respectively. That's kind of cool. Are you the cook? You are.
I'm Declan Ward, miss. Who might you be?
Sorsha.
Saoirse Murphy?
Saoirse, I
Just
suppose.
the cook, sir. I don't think there's anything I can help the likes of you with. I don't know magic or have powers like you folks. Maybe things would be different if... sorry, sir. I lost the run of myself.
I suspect she'd rather not be talking at all. Scars from years of cooking. Did you bring food to Mr. Toussaint in the northeast corridor on Tuesday night, while the bridge game was played? I did, sir. I remember the time as I was bringing the young master his supper then. Because of that, it was half cold by the time I got it to him. He didn't complain, bless him. I think he was happy he got to stay up a little later. Okay. I found a little key dropped in the hedge maze, miss. Small, gold, with a little number on it. That sounds like a key for one of the bathhouse lockers. I've not heard about anyone losing theirs, though. I'm sorry, sir.
I'll leave you.
Oh, all right, sir.
You know, I have Re-Reckoning, I think, on my wishlist on Steam. I added it so long ago, though, that I can't remember why I wanted it. I think it just looked cool.
Oh no, miss, I'm fine, thank you.
Please, Mrs. Joyce, I beg of you to listen.
Please now, Miss Mantovani, I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cars to see how much you carry. You need rest. Now, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
Aw, thanks. You are too.
I? You mean to say that... Why would you? No one's ever... You're very kind, but no, this old place won't keep itself, and I want everything ready for the seance. You all deserve that.
Does all this
not bore you.
Fae, dwarves, giants. So it's like playing an Elder Scrolls game. Almost. Kind of. Which, by the way, if you like Skyrim, you should try, what's it called? It's based on the King Arthur stuff. Tainted Grail. I tried it when it was early access, and I think they finally did their full launch, and it's actually a lot of fun. Like, if you like the same style of game. With the dashingly handsome protagonist? Yeah, the one that looks like Dracula?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies, certainly.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, you're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
I suppose. I just thought, what with how things are.
You're always the first one to know when my tempers run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people?
I'll have to try it then. The Kingdoms of Amalur? I don't know how to actually say that. I'm struggling to speak at all, I guess. It was not decreed. Well, you should play Skyrim if you get the chance. They've remade it like 80 times over, so I'm sure there's one version of it you'll probably enjoy.
Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Oh, good grief. But you are always so sweet.
Oh, don't look away like that. Everything will be alright.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't
No,
know.
I have to pronounce everything
Maybe.
all the time. I'm joking. Okay. Ooh, what's his name? Mr. Hunter should be in the garden. What's funny is I've played through Skyrim in its entirety, but I have never beaten it while I owned it. I beat it while whoa, my brain. I beat it while I was playing it on a friend's console. Like, I'd go to their house, we'd hang out. Like, they'd be on their PC and I'd be on the game console. But I've never actually, like, beaten the game while I owned it.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Oh, it's a role? Like it's not a character? Yeah, it's Renoir. Did you have to fix one of the stable doors recently? Hmm? Oh, aye. Lottie got spooked and kicked the latch clean out of the door itself. She was in quite the mood. They all were, really. There's no spare stall either, so I had to go get one. I had to get one and fix it in place. It's too cold to leave them out in the pasture. When was this? Did something cause her to get spooked? It was Tuesday just gone by. Can't think what set them off. Wonderful creatures, horses, but not always clever. They'll frighten at just about anything. Rabbits, birds, puddles. Yes, but no. Oh, Lord. Wonder if Miss Dean was personally invited to this event? Miss Montavani was, if I've heard right. Can't say for sure on Miss Dean. I didn't hear it from the staff or from her, and I suspect she'd have made it known. Not sure anyone would invite that trouble on themselves. Trouble? I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Did you know? Well, it wouldn't do much good just lying about. It'd need to be hidden somewhere close to the person it was intended for. At least, I imagine that's how these things work. You know more than you're letting on, Renoir. Squirrel did something. Later on, Squirrel could no longer do that something. Someone else needed to replace them and became the new Squirrel. Oh! Okay. I understand. So it's kind of like a title. Like what happens in Final Fantasy 16 when Clive takes over as Cid. Have you ever seen a large figure, much larger than a man, roaming the manor grounds? I have seen it. In the corner of the eye, or sometimes it's just a feeling of being watched. There's something there, sure enough. I guess it's not a ghost. Maybe the spirit of a giant? Some good folk, perhaps? Or something more. The old Irish gods once walked these parts. Though I don't know much about that. Might the library have something of use? There's something specific I need to discuss with him, though. I hear there was a game of bridge on Tuesday evening. Oh, I wouldn't know. That sort of thing's for guests and the staff serving drinks. And I, as I'm sure you can tell, am neither. No, I was still outside trying to get the stable door done before the night chill set in. Okay. You said you were repairing the stable door on Tuesday evening? Aye, it would have been Tuesday. Had to do it right when it was broken. Saved me from making up another stall. I think I missed some meetings for it. The horses have my best interests in mind. Okay. What about the locker key? Do you recognize this? That's a key for the bathhouse lockers, isn't it? Let's put that back where you found it. It makes you want tea. That's fair. What do you know of Marquess Blake's late wife? I almost said wait life. I didn't know the woman, I'm afraid. I was hired on after her death. Mrs. Joyce speaks well of her, though. What do you know about the Fae? Good folk, we call them back in Scotland. Same idea, even if the specifics change. Certainly, I've seen enough to know to leave scraps out for them. I keep a good bottle of brandy in my room to offer up when the horses are unwell. It's worked so far. There's something... Maybe it was the...
I'll be off.
Right you are.
I know you want brandy. You are impressionable. Is there anything over here? Anything suspicious? No, it's just a brick wall. Alright. Okay, where is... So we don't know where Mrs. Erickson is.
Oh, Mr. Dupre.
I'm almost disappointed. I would stay clear of that one. I have my suspicions about her.
You want a not suspicious brick wall?
Mrs. Darcy, if I didn't know any better, I would think. Can I help you, Mr. Ward?
No, I was just passing by. Sorry to interrupt.
That is quite all right. We were done talking anyway.
Well, I have a question for you.
Hello again, my friend.
Where were you? Did you attend Tuesday's bridge game? Almost, but the lovely Miss Mantovani offered me a reading. How could I refuse? So I skipped the game. Ah, well.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward.
I still don't know where I'm supposed to find an item that belongs to her husband to give to... Maybe I already have it. Do I? Mysteries. The haunting. This is why I'm not a detective. It's still said as Darcy, so I think you're fine. Oh my god, there's so many. Should learn what happened to them. The Fae are said to be a mythical race. Goddess a hag and a diviner whose domains were cold winds in winter. The apostrophe is everything. Okay, so let's go research what happened to the, Thua. He was working on the stall door on the night of the bridge game. So he would have been the closest one, but I can't ask him if he's heard anything. Miss Murphy did. There's no one to verify he was fixing the door. I mean... I possess no such curse. Oh my lord. I'll have to go talk to Miss Mantovani. And I have to find Mr. Scarrett. And I have to talk to Mr. Varley. He was in his room praying. How am I supposed to verify that? He hadn't arrived. Sinnott hadn't arrived. So I keep mixing up Sinnott and Scarrett. Alright. Do I know where Scarrett is? No, of course not. Why would I? Too bad you can't just walk up to people like, hey, have you seen this person? Doesn't seem like anyone's inside. Everything needed to pen a letter. His Bible is a Gnostic one. He has sermon notes and the likes recorded inside. Is this the branch of Christianity he really follows? He has passages about a black iron prison marked, but I cannot make out what they mean. It's hard to make anything of use out. It's a very dense tome. I'd need to look elsewhere for more understandable information. A sequence of strange, hand-drawn symbols was sitting below the Bible. Oh? A badly scrawled note, I think, requesting a meeting with Father Sinnott. But it's hard to read. As best as I can tell, it's signed Murphy. Can't see anything of note. An empty pistol case. Does this mean the priest is constantly armed? But why? Whoa! A leather journal. Let's see the most recent entry. My first playthrough of it? Can I really dish out that this is... I mean, this is all still the same playthrough. Or do you just mean, like, the first section of the game? It's slow going, but I really enjoy it so far. I enjoy mysteries. Like, I loved the Nancy Drew games when I was little. I've uncovered a hidden door which leads to the women's changing rooms. It is an ungodly place. Alas, I was hasty in my exit and have yet to review it properly. Between our assessment of the grounds and the talk at 11, our best opportunity will be at 6. But we will find these catacombs. Come Sunday morning, we will search them stone to stone. Find the catacombs. Is that why that lady is looking through all the land records? No, you're good. If I make it to the end and I don't solve it, I think it's gonna set me back, but so far so good. A mass of correspondence from various people. One mentions Mr. Doyle and his placement here to investigate. Another talks about how the Aeon has been located, whatever it is. It resides here at Blake Manor. A note here on freeing the Aeon from its prison at all costs. No death here is real. Another talks about how all attempts to reach Mr. Doyle have failed. I see the flyer for this event is attached to another letter. This is your chance, Father, is written here. Somebody stayed here in order to reach Doyle, but he did not recognize them or know the faith. Father Sinnott's schedule for this weekend. Nice. Father Sinnott's priestly robes smell of incense, dust, and sulfur. Interesting. I'm displaying my detective credentials. They about match mine. I'm not a very good detective. An occupied room. Have I already been in here? Yes. Yes, I have. Okay. Every time I go to look under a bed, I keep thinking I'm gonna see something. Closet filled with cleaning supplies. Okay. You're just the right amount of British to watch it properly now that you have your tea. Okay. Let's see. So I guess let's go... I don't know where to find Scarrett. Shit.
Sir?
Please forgive me for prying, but it seems as though you're trying to speak with Father Sinnott. Was there something you'd hoped to ask him? Nothing that wouldn't be better left unasked, sir. I found a note lying about the hallways, miss, but I couldn't make out all the words. It looks like someone was hoping to ask Father Sinnott for help. Oh, just rubbish, sir. I'll dispose of it. Where did you say it was? Such a stupid, stupid idea. Oh, Saoirse, it's okay. Just tell me. Have you burned your hands? It's alright, sir. Can't be a cook without some burns to show for it. I was trying to click on the bridge game. Did you attend this week's bridge game? Not sure that would have been proper, sir. Could you imagine? It's all battling with your wits and dancing with the patterns, making squeeze plays and devil's coups and... Well, Miss Dean made it sound really exciting, but then she's played with champions, sir. It's too bad she didn't attend.
I'll leave you be.
Hello, Aries.
Oh. All right, sir.
Signor War.
Oh, no, go back. I need to talk to her. I don't need to analyze. Mr. Dupre tells me you were kind enough to give him a reading on Tuesday. I do not know if it was a kindness, more an excuse to practice something familiar. But he is right. I read his cards for him. I hope the reading helps him find the spirit he's seeking.
That's all.
Of course.
Okay, was there anything else to talk with them about? No, but I do need to talk to Scarrett, and I need to talk to Varley. So I could go to the lobby and just ring the bell to get Varley.
What do you mean the forge isn't set up? I sent word ahead.
I'm sorry, sir, but our telegraph machine was not working, so we must...
Gods no, I didn't telegram. Terrible yoke. Wouldn't go near one. No, my cousin only came by a few weeks ago and told you.
Do you know who he spoke with?
How would I know that? Do you think he walked halfway across the country to give me a thumbs up?
No, of course not, sir. Regardless, even if we had received word, there is no working forge here.
I mean, there's an
Only
anvil.
The anvil remains, and that is ornamental.
And your horseman? How does he shoe his horses then?
I believe he takes them to a place in Guildford.
Ah, here.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
I'm told there was a bridge game the other evening. Did I miss out on much? Yes, one of the events that was run for the guests. As Marquess Blake was overseeing it himself, I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate rotas for the following day. I'm afraid I have little else to tell you as a result.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
Okay. Mr. O'Finn.
And you're back. What can I do you for?
What can you tell me about the Fae? Surely you know this yourself. Right. Well, in basic terms, they're spirits of the land, or they are the land. People say they can't be trusted, or they're tricksy, but that's applying human thinking to them, and you don't want to do that. He wouldn't have even been here. Have you seen any ghosts since coming here? Have you not? My least favorite was a woman who crawled in through a window last night. Thankfully, a flash of thunder and she was gone. Damn near soiled myself. This guy's gotta be my favorite character so far. Did you play the bridge game that was on last Tuesday evening? I wasn't here then. Wouldn't have played even if I had been. I don't like bridge. Give me a game of 25 or Irish Dawn anytime.
No, I should go.
Only do something if you...
That was the answer I expected from him, so that works out. What is the entertainment schedule? Where So spooky out here. It's the statue. This goes out to the stables. Okay. I need to figure out how to get to that key. The one in the safe. Hello! Horses seem well used to people. If Miss Dean came this way, I doubt they would have been spooked. Fresh water. Good. Nothing fancy, but well maintained. Somewhat less impressive when seen in this environment. I don't know where to even begin to look for a clue to what that safe code would be. Why is this all the way back here? Whose room have we not been able to go into yet? Is that the atrium? I think that's the atrium. Yes. Yes, ghost. What can I do for you, my child? Okay, sorry. Ghost wanted to play fetch. Oh, wait. Can we ask her to verify Mr. Varley? Mr. Varley mentioned updating the rotos during that bridge game last Tuesday. Yes, sir. So I understand it. Mrs. Joyce would have been with him, though, and not me.
I'll leave you be.
Oh, all right, sir.
Okay. Mr. Toussaint. Can't hear anything. Well, yeah, they're down in the lobby. Or, well, not the lobby, but the communal washroom for men staying in the manor. Nothing here. I assume the housekeeper checks it regularly. It looks relaxing. Perhaps I can take some time later to think on the case here. Oh. Cleaning supplies. Nothing. Okay. It's McLeod's room. Can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone's inside. Nothing of note. Nothing in here. A child's block sits under the bed. A book of spooky stories for children. The pages on vampires are folded in. Found children's toys under the bed in room 2. I wonder if they are from the young master or a previous guest. A book of ghost tales. I don't see an author listed. Oh my god. Total of interest. Nothing in here. Somebody seems to have gotten called away in the middle of cleaning this fireplace. They left nothing of note in their haste. The bed warmer hasn't been used in some time. I'm not sure that this is Miss Dean's room. Room 15 is the only one I've yet to try. We did try it, and it is that one. I just wanted to see if there's anything interesting in this one. Well, that was spooky. A relaxing, secluded area for a game of chess. I don't have the key for this yet. She in fact did not clean up her ritual. What is all this? Is she trying to summon somebody? Something? She was. Richard Blake, the 8th Marquess of Doon. I'm assuming that was supposed to say 8th. Have I gone to the West Tower? A well-rendered drawing of some sort of vase. It looks like charcoal and papyrus, an unusual combination. Who would use those kinds of materials? The door is locked. Oh, it's for the basement. That would be why. Oh, this is Joyce.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can do for you?
Mr. Varley mentioned he was in a staff meeting during the bridge game. Well, yes, sir. I was there too. Better than serving drinks to blasphemers. You can definitely tell, like, what order you were supposed to find things in, or do things in, with some of these dialogues. It seems Miss Murphy is rather eager to discuss something with Father Sinnott. Do you know? I haven't a clue about that, sir. But he is a priest, a spiritual teacher of sorts, no? Perfectly normal for us to ask him all manner of things, I'm sure. Of course. You've sought guidance from him as well, then? That's between me and the Lord, sir. I don't suppose you recognize his face? I do. Strange-looking thing. Apparently he was around here somewhere, years ago. One of the Blake family. Not living here now. It was hers. I got it all the way over in Egypt, if you believe that. We've a painting in the atrium of her holding it. I found this note, Miss Joyce, but I can't make head nor tail of it. Is that a note from... It's her handwriting, isn't it? Oh, goodness, sir. I haven't a clue what it says. The scroll is too messy, far too messy. Yes. It looks like someone dropped this key in the hedge maze, Mrs. Joyce. Might you know what it's for? Looks like one of the keys for the bathhouse lockers. Best you put it back where you found it. Someone will need that. So I need to go to the bathhouse.
God bless you, sir.
But every time I tried to go to the bathhouse, it's like, it's closed for the winter. Well, unclose it. This key is for a locker in the changing rooms. Miss Dean must have found some other way inside. Okay. What do these symbols mean? Is this a combination? A note that reads, "Where did I leave that damned Bible?" And a follow-up note, "Of course, I left it handy for Mass on Sunday." That's what the symbols are for. It's... Those don't seem accurate. Oh. Do I have to go talk to him about the symbols? Series of strange symbols which I found. Yeah, I probably would, because these don't match the ones that were on that page. Oh, I can go into the bar now. Oh. I'm not exactly in the mood for a game right now. I love playing pool. Copy of Sheridan Le Fanu's Armilla. Some of the pages are stained red. There's a few darts abandoned in the board.
Hello again, sir. Need something?
Somebody dropped this note. Do you recognize the symbols so I can return it? No. What are they? Actually, I do recognize the... Huh. Please, put that away. It's messing with my stomach. Have you ever heard of an Aeon? That's like an angel, right? Is that right? How do I know that? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. I can't find it, Father. This place. It's... protecting. Ugh. Wait, is he like possessed? Do you recognize this key? Is that the key I gave? You shouldn't have that. The bathhouse is closed, and the lockers are off limits. Throw that back to reception, yeah? I wanted to ask if you've ever seen anything here larger than a ghost, a shadowy figure. Sir, Sorry, if you need help with something tangible, then I'm your man. This stuff, No. What do you make of this drawing? Huh. Good rendering, isn't it, sir? It looks a bit like the one in the painting that's hung up in the atrium.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, alright.
It's definitely locked. Mrs. Joyce has been placing these around the manor for everyone's protection. Nothing here catches my eye. It's from the night Miss Dean went missing. The date is circled.
Can I interest you in a drink?
Yes. Thank you. A whiskey. Neat.
Here.
Oh, I must have needed this. My hands are shaking. What on earth have I been seeing? Is this place haunted? Are ghosts real?
I think we're past the point of wondering that, Declan.
Deuteronomy 18:10-12 says not to consult the dead. So it must be possible. But it is the actions of the living I find have unsettled me more. Mrs. Erickson and her ritual, Miss Dean and her magic use, the nature of her disappearance, the entirety of this seance and the glee with which many here would laugh in the face of God's law. What drives people to such desperate acts?
Typically grief.
What else does this house have in store for me? Whatever it is, I had best not keep it waiting. Thank you.
No hassle.
I like to think that Doyle just sat there and listened to him say all of that out loud. Mary Blake, deceased 1894. Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, since 1874. A locked oak door. I don't think it sees much use. From my memory of the outside, I suspect this leads to the Blake private residence. Did these statues turn? Okay. Maybe I have to go back to Father Sinnott. Did he write it himself? So the only person that's unaccounted for is either Mr. O'Meara or Mr. Scarrett. Which I'm assuming, you know, it probably was him arguing, because he's crazy and he's probably gonna end himself before the seance so he can be the ghost they talk to. That's what his plan is. Is anyone still in here? Ooh. Gotta resolve this.
Mrs. Erickson, we need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering? What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say. Shall we go to your room then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Yes, my room, sir.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation. Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong. But if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
He's right. I'm a damned fool. I wanted so much to be special. To have what the others have.
I mean, By all technicalities, if you have what everyone else has, then that makes you not special, so...
But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that. If he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it, I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite. But he wins. I forsake this ritual. And I forsake this seance.
Well, in the way she's discussing it, I don't mean that you're not special just because you're so, like... Don't twist my words. Everyone is special in their own way, but I'm saying the way she's describing it, by all technicalities, in the situation she's in, she's more special than they are by her standards.
I hope they see their ghost and more. So much more. Now, I would really like to be left alone.
You'll just silently judge me? That's fair.
To think about.
Can't stop people from doing that. Using Mr. Toussaint as a safeguard, I have talked Mrs. Erickson down. Nice. Why do I get the feeling this is all just a ploy by the Marquess to bring back his dead wife? If the seance has attracted the likes of Mrs. Erickson, then Miss Dean may be in even more danger than I realized. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud, an unrepentant sinner, with no regard for the harm caused by her pursuit of power. How many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she even realizes she needs to? Regardless, she's no longer my concern. Okay, so that is solved. I still need to do something about the fight, so I need to find Scarrett. Okay, can I need to talk to him? Can I talk to him?
Mr. Ward.
Mr. Scarrett, please.
Thought you'd rob me, eh? Yes, I know you're tight. Mr. Valley.
Ah. I just need to talk to you. You failed. You were evicted from Blake Manor. As a result of your actions, 4 of the people in the manor survived. We're 29 hours into the seance. I saved 4 people, though. Barbosa's room. Well, I don't have enough time for anything, really, so I just need to do something that costs me 1 minute. Where's the... There's a painting somewhere in the atrium with the vase that... Here it is. A portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase that looks to be Egyptian. That's curious. The plaque reads, Lady Wilhelmina Blake. What a name. Someone intended to meet Miss Dean at the bar. I have a feeling that Father Sinnott thinks there's an angel inside the vase from Egypt. And that's probably what they're looking for. They did turn! See, scares like that are a lot more effective when you know which way they were facing. Miss Lau, did you write this note? What business do you have with Miss Dean? Did she send you? Is that why we've not seen her recently? She's acting through you as a proxy. How many others is she blackmailing that she needs to hide behind a goon? You're not working for her. I've said too much. Please excuse me, Mr. Ward. So she was blackmailing somebody.
You again?
Yeah, me again, Mr. O'Meara. I literally have like nothing I can even ask him about anymore. I'm getting nowhere with him.
I'll be off.
Don't let me keep you.
Alright, we got a possessed porter. Miss Dean was blackmailing people. Where is everybody right now? She's on the first floor, southeast corridor. She's in the drawing room. I already read this. Oh.
Ciao. Ciao. For those of you I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, I am Carmela Mantovani. And I'm here to talk about ghosts and all that we know about them.
I forgot this was happening.
So, grazie mille for attending. Now, I will speak with you about ghosts, spirits.
Why is she not drawing? You know, I would love an answer for that too. I don't actually know why it's called the drawing room.
There is still much we don't know about ghosts, you must think. And this is true. Yet, there is plenty to speak on. So do not worry. We do know that not all dead linger. Only those bound to a place, an object, a person stay. Why? This we do not know yet for certain. It is theorized that all spirits are bound, fettered by an emotional component. Death in a place, obsession with an object, love or anger to a person.
I have the answer. So it's called a drawing room because it's shortened from a withdrawing room. And it would be a space where people would withdraw from the dining room after a meal for more private conversation.
By their nature, they're hard to define. And yet, even in their elusiveness, yeah, sì, questo funzionerà. We find them everywhere. By their many names, they are all across the world. There are many formations.
Is that what the percentage is? Is it an XP bar? That'd be pretty dope.
Some echo the grief they left upon the world and are blind
Aww.
to the living. While others are vengeful and aggressive, haunting a person or place and causing everything from psychological to physical damage.
Wait, so now, do I have an XP bar and a percentage bar right now? Oh man. Things are getting complicated.
Regardless, no single spectre has been able to directly communicate. But tomorrow night? Tomorrow night we intend to change this. So, what stops them from speaking? Is it a physical matter? No, it cannot be, as they interact with the world in other ways. Blowing papers off desks, snuffing candles, sometimes even striking people. Perhaps the limitation is in their lungs, then. Well, no. Many wail and moan, after all. Could it be they have nothing to say? I do not think so. Many a mystic, myself included, believe the spirits have given us a feeling of things they once said. There is a chance this is wishful thinking on our parts. But I believe so many have felt this, that at least one person must be correct. Maybe they simply cannot speak for themselves? This we cannot rule out, and is to be my conclusion, if our seance does not bear fruit. So, why do I have such hopes for this seance? This I have been doing for a long time. When you invite a ghost to speak with you, there are always limits.
I think she just really wants this to work because she wants it to be the last thing she does before she dies, and I'm pretty sure she's terminal.
The strength of the spirit, the skill of the medium, the thickness of the veil. All of these things can make it difficult for a ghost to manifest.
Damn, then my knowledge is lacking because I'm pretty sure you've never given me XP before.
We see their forms on occasion. We feel the echoes of their emotion. But these things do not require expense. They sustain themselves, somehow. This we do not understand. It takes effort for a spirit to be more than echoes, to make a more conscious connection with the world of the living.
You just want it for yourself? Well, then that just means that everyone's knowledge is lacking because we've never gotten experience before. It doesn't change the fact that it's lacking.
This is an age of science, yes? So, let me speak in those terms. We think of ghosts as waveforms, spiritual waveforms. A soul rippling long past the death of its host, its shell.
See, now we need to go back to every time anyone has had to Google something and add up the XP. Mom can pick me up and want to go home.
They are in a frequency we cannot easily see. In daytime, they are almost invisible to us. At night, easier to see. The less interference around, lights, other people, and so on, the easier still. If you have noticed animals behaving strangely, this is because they see different wavelengths to us. As is with light. The atmosphere blocks the wavelength of light. The same is true for spiritual wavelengths. But at this time of year, the veil, or spiritual atmosphere, is at its thinnest. And then there is you. Those gathered. People attuned to the mystical, coming together to work as a... Qual è la parola? A net, to catch the signal. No, net is not correct. Che cos'è? Ah, my words let me down. But look, if you do not believe me, I'm told that crows are a symbol of your Irish death goddess. They are gathering. And at night, the dead are roaming. I think they line up for the chance to speak to us.
I feel like if things are sticking around after death, it's not just to be able to speak with people.
Imparting? A warning. We understand ghosts to be the disembodied souls of the old selves, sometimes less or incomplete as to how they were before. So, tomorrow, when the veil is at its thinnest, mind your words. These spirits were once people. They are the intangible remains. And they will be just as driven as they ever were, if not more.
It still keeps telling me to, like, act on Miss Darcy. Yeah, I do. I have a time limit. Like, I have until the seance, basically, to, like, keep everybody from attending and figure out what happened to Miss Dean. But trying to find people during, like, I have to use a timetable to find people. And sometimes there's people I need to talk to that aren't even, like, in a place where I know I can find them for hours at a time in the game. I need to go back. Culprit. Yeah. I always think I can get into that by clicking on it. I cannot. I haven't talked to her about strange occurrences, the strange device, a timetable, her disdain, the washerwoman, or the grand seance. I don't understand what I'm supposed to talk to her about. She intended to poison Miss Dean unless Mr. Darcy's ghost can be exorcised. Do I have to go talk to Dupre again? Like, does it not remember me doing that?
Hello again, my friend.
Do you recognize this woman? Why, of course, that's... No, sorry, that's Miss Dean, isn't it? I should be able to make the distinction. I should. Burial record for Miss Alessandra Barbosa Mariano. It lists only one surviving relative, Ines Barbosa. Miss Barbosa seems to have suffered a great loss indeed. So she tells me, Mr. Ward. Grief is an old friend in my line of work, but it still does me no good to see her visit a warm-hearted soul like that. Mr. Dupre, have you seen that odd machine in the atrium? Of course. It's the most wondrous thing. I don't have the faintest idea what it is, but it's very impressive. And how is it impressive? You know, actually, that can be the case.
I've taken enough of your time.
Not at all, Mr.
Okay. There you are.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
We do meet again, and you're not kicking me out of a room this time. Why can't I ask him about the bridge game? May I ask what the crest on your necktie represents? I would love to, Mr. Ward, but that would rather defeat its purpose. I'm afraid I must leave you in the dark. Dare I say, Mr. Scarrett, you must have built some legacy over the years. Well, a fellow at my stage always thinks that maybe he could do more. I am the last of my line, you see, an only child who has had the misfortune to outlive whatever distant relatives I once had. A lot of pressure, then, to make sure the name Scarrett carries on once my time comes. I think that is what really excites me about this seance. Everyone is so focused on hearing a ghost, any ghost, speak, whereas I am fascinated by who the ghost will be. To us, it does not matter yet. We're not summoning a specific ghost, you see. We're going to reach out and grab the closest, and keep doing so until we find one who will talk to us. And that ghost, tens, perhaps hundreds, of years after their death, will suddenly be a star. We will all want to know their background, their life. In death, they will be famous, forever. Entire teams will dig into their past, their death, their life. Books will be written on them, and their first words from beyond the grave will be immortalized. Now that is a legacy worth dying for. What do you know about the Fae? Huh! The Fae? Pagan drivel. Absolute nonsense that only the weak of mind would buy into. We've already discovered all observations. Yep. Okay.
Good day, Mrs. Good day.
Mr. Scarrett is unusually interested in the ghost to be summoned at the seance. Why could this be? He seems very interested in who the summoned ghost might be at the seance and what it would do for that ghost's reputation. There's no family. Dude, donate it to people in need. I mean, obviously do your research, but he doesn't know what to do with his fortune once he dies. If you have no one to give it on to, donate it to places that really need it. I can't ask him about the bridge game. He's enjoying a cigar in the library. I should confirm that. With who?
We meet again.
Do you happen to be a smoker, Mr. Scarrett? Well, a man must be allowed a vice here and there, don't you think? Okay, but that doesn't prove he was smoking a cigar in the library specifically. Would you be a member of the Freemasons, Mr. Scarrett? Ah, well, that, I'm afraid, is not something I could speak on. Not to a man that himself is not, if you catch my meaning.
Good day, Miss Good.
Do I have to go to the library and see if there's, like, evidence that he was smoking a cigar in there? Because who's to say it was actually him smoking it? There's so many loopholes in this. Bottle of sherry. It's open, but it's only missing a drink or two's worth. Miss Quinn's schedule. Fire seems to be dying out. There's nowhere in here that I see evidence of him having a cigar. Percival Blake. Wilhelmina Blake. Wilhelmina August Blake was born in 1788 to Thomas Blake, the 6th Marquess of Doon. She disappeared without a trace on the night of October 29th, 1828. She had a passion for music from an early age and was often called upon to entertain her father's guests with piano recitals in the drawing room. In the months leading to her disappearance, she developed a keen interest in Egyptology after her uncle, Lord Barnard Blake, gifted her an ancient vase he discovered during his expedition in Gizeh. The vase disappeared on the same night as Lady Blake. Her father experienced episodes of melancholy in his later years and would roam the grounds searching for his daughter, adamant that she had never left Blake Manor. Her whereabouts and fate remain unknown. Information on Gnosticism. An early branch of Christianity that believes that the material realm we currently reside in is a hell, what they call the Black Iron Prison, and that the being commonly seen as God is in fact a powerful but lesser demiurge, a version of the traditional devil figure. This demiurge is the secret child of some aeons, the faith's creator angels, that was hidden in this realm by its parent for fear of retaliation from the true creator. Bored, lonely, and jealous, it created humanity to worship it as a god, but it itself was flawed, and thus so are we, its creations. They believe that the only actual way to ascend into heaven and meet the true creator, Monad, is to realize the falsities of this reality and find a way to break free of this plane of material lies. The faith seems to exist in an answer to the question, why does God allow bad things to happen, with their response being, true God does not know of this place. Okay, we have looked at those. And that has nothing to do with Scarlet. This has to do with Synod. He believed Dean was getting in the way of his mission. I've learned that an Aeon is a form of Gnostic angel, and the Black Iron Prison is their interpretation of hell, which is this material plane we are all in now. Where's Father Synod now? He's on the first floor, southeast corridor. Except he's not.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me.
Where was she? I understand there was a bridge game on Tuesday. Yes, though I was not there. I was taking a walk in the gardens, and then I retired to my room. She took a walk. Was she the one arguing with her? The design on her necklace is reminiscent of cracked porcelain. There are dark smudges on her hands. Perhaps she has been drawing. She looks tired, as if she hasn't slept well in a long time. A headdress of some sort. Have you been drawing a vase? The vase of Nectanibo. I can see it when I close my eyes. Long buried, and then long lost. It should be somewhere here, in these halls. But it is not here to see. Someone has hidden it away. But where? The basement? The church? Blake's own residence? I can find nothing. If only I could find some records. Excuse me. I'm just passionate. This vase you're studying, is it an artifact you have a particular interest in? I discovered it had been acquired by a member of the Irish gentry a few years ago, and as is true of so much of our history in Egypt, it was taken from its rightful home and kept as a souvenir. Supposedly, it's stored somewhere among the Blake's possessions. I would be interested in seeing it. She means taking it back. Have you seen anything strange around the manor? Like, perhaps ghosts? Ah, so you've seen them too? They do like to wander, the dead, those of them who can. It is strange to note that ghosts carry their physical plights at death. You would think they would heal or something. But no. Why is that? Have you had trouble sleeping of late, Miss Hisham? And, if I have? It is a strange place where up is down, down is left, and God only knows where right is. Is that not to be expected? I've not slept properly in some time now. Maybe even before I came here. Okay. Have you been drawing? Ah, the charcoal. Yes, it gets everywhere. It is useful for sketches of artifacts, shading, to manipulate the values of light and dark and bring life to a still image, but still, to never match the real thing. Okay.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
It's locked and hasn't been opened in a while. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. But there's plenty that we could probably need from the basement. Also, the game lied. He's not in here. Maybe I can discuss it with him.
Hello again.
I don't recognize the cross you're wearing. Does it have a particular meaning? I don't know. I seem to always have had it. I don't care much for the church, God forgive me, but I wear this daily. It's part of me, I guess. What is that about, huh? Have I not talked with him about this? I understand there was a game of bridge held on Tuesday night. Don't ask me about that. Sure, I already told you I was in the hedge maze listening to your one when that was happen. Oh, I see what you're doing. Asking in a roundabout way. What are you, some kind of Bobby? Wait, are you police? You legally have to tell me if you are. Is that right? Damn it, I'm not sure. I'm like running out of time. I don't understand.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah.
I just need to get into the like bathhouse bit. It's the dining room. Which I can if I go through the supply closet. But I'm not understanding the symbols. Maybe I have to go back to Father Sinnott's room. Maybe I got the combination wrong. Yeah, probably. Symbols being, what do they mean? I don't know. This also, it's not the same number of them either. Okay. Which room was Father Sinnott's? Where's the atrium? I literally was already heading for it. Oh my god. Was he room 3? I feel like he was room 3. Squeak. Squeak. 7 through 12. This isn't the right hallway. Have I been in this hallway? Rainick Blake, the third Marquess of Doon. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone's inside. Yeah, because she's standing in front of the basement door like a weirdo. Several scrapped letters that, judging by the handwriting, are written by Miss Hisham, but whatever she is writing, it seems to be in Arabic and I can't read it. Yesterday's newspaper. Little of interest. Do I have a timetable for her? If the hour passes, is she gonna be in here? We don't know. Miss Hisham's schedule for this weekend. I've noted her movements. She'll be in the walled garden. Cool. There's little of interest. That dream. It keeps pulling my attention away from the vase. Sometimes hours of searching have gone before I realized I've been looking for something else. A symbol. Miss Hisham has seen it too. Did she also dream it? Copy of the Quran. Nothing in here catches the eye. A book of poetry. Charcoal and drawing paper. Miss Hisham likes to draw then. These are the same materials used to make the vase drawings. What's this? She's been mapping the grounds and marking rooms off, the reason for which I cannot tell.
I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a
I would love to form a hypothesis, Declan, but you know what? I can't. Will it let me? No. Mr. Coventry was not the one fighting. He was in his room praying. Do I have to go back to his room? I think he's still at the bar. Which room is he in? Oh my god. I always forget to click on investigate. I keep thinking that by clicking on the culprit, like, in the map, it'll just open. It doesn't. Room 16. Where am I now? 12. That's 11. We're going the wrong way. No one's inside. Good. A copy of the Bible. Sections are called out, notations made around anything that references angels. A letter from Cathal O'Meara's mother checking in on him. Stuaran. What? When this seance of yours is done, do come home. Your sister wants to see you before her wedding. And it would do me good to see you, too. It's been too long since last you visited, though it may not seem long to you. I worry for you, dear boy. Your peers are starting to talk. Angels might have chosen you, but have regard for your earthly self. That's who I know as my son, remember. I woke in the bath, almost too weak to get out. I cut too deeply. Can't go on like this. There are only so many near misses one can survive. His recent brush with death seems to be a common thing for him, one he wants to put a stop to. I caught a glimpse, though, just before I passed out, a pale and glowing shape, out of reach again the moment I knew it to be there. Saturday, 7 p.m. Changing rooms. McLeod. Why does she want to meet? At least it's in private. Hopefully she'll be looking for some fun. Good God, I hope Evelyn comes to her senses soon. I'm so bored without her. The year John Dee was given the Enochian language, entrusted with the ability to truly speak with angels. If he and I are special, and it is of the same sort, then it is only a matter of translating the language. A horrific sketch. The adjacent note says, had it, just for a moment, and then gone again, but I'll try again. Have it back. Thanks to Miss Hisham's jars, I have everything I need now to trap it, apart from its bloody name, but soon I'll have it. It won't escape me again. I have an awful notion to open one of these jars. Sheer curiosity. Best not. Little of interest. He has a lot of painkillers here. Writing materials. Probably 1583 if I had to guess. Jars labeled soul jars. They have odd symbols on them, and some sort of fluid inside. It seems that in the past he's used something called Enochian magic to commune with something he believes to be an angel. His notes and tools here seem to be part of the rituals he used to that end, though he has also employed near-death experiences and other unwise methods to talk with this entity. I see ritual markings here with trapping circle, and now if only I could summon it, written next to them. Okay, but this doesn't prove that he was praying. Mirror, but it doesn't look like it's part of the decor. Did he bring this with him? Yeah, I guess I've interacted with everything in this room. I now understand the intended use of a soul jar. I wonder what Mr. O'Meara could be intending to trap. I guess we can go talk to him now about The soul jars? Enochian magic? Let's to go back to 7 through 12. I just need to go to the atrium. Is he still at the bar? Hopefully.
What are you thinking about?
Hmm? Thinking? Do you... Sorry, did you mean me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought I wasn't thinking of much.
Nonsense. I'm no mind reader, but I know when a man has something on his mind. Now, what could it be? Angels! That's your thing, isn't it? That's what I've heard. Go on and tell me about these angels then.
Don't let me bore you with that. We could talk about something else.
Not at all. This way, I get to go home and tell my friends about how I spoke to a boy who speaks with angels, which is just excellent. Do go ahead.
The way she talks is so frustrating to me.
How did you find out you could do it in the first place?
Oh, I nearly died.
Go on.
Ha! A horse riding accident, just over a year ago. You know how it is. The horse spooks, and there's only so much you can do. I don't remember much of what happened after I fell. Not what was around me, anyway. Just the most revolting pain in my side and my leg. And the idea that I was going to die. I can't say it seemed clear, because nothing was, but it did seem very certain. And then I saw. I still don't know how to describe what it looked like. But behind all that was happening around me, I saw it. A thing that I instinctively knew was an angel. My companions got me to a doctor. All the while I would see glimpses of it watching. I was babbling the entire time, I am told. It stayed with me until the turn of midnight. And by then, they thought that I would live after all.
And that was the end of it?
It is around me still. I get glimpses of it now and again. At some cost, I can see it more clearly for a moment. I think it watches me. Us. This seance.
Maybe he was the one arguing with her in the hedge maze. Or at least he was the one that followed her.
And you speak with it?
I speak to it. Sometimes. It does not reply. If I am ill or in danger or on the brink of consciousness, I can make it out. See its shape. Exchange a few words.
I'm genuinely trying to piece together how it all connects.
Ill, in danger, or on the brink of consciousness much?
I wonder if it has some purpose for me, but it never stays around long enough to get an answer. To look upon it alone is just unmatched. But the fact of the matter is, until the rituals work, those moments are all I get. You?
Yeah, me again. Do you know anything about soul jars? Practical magic and artifacts isn't really my sort of thing, but actually, as it happens, yes. They're useful for holding, well, souls, life essence, and what have you. Damned hard to find, or so I'm told. What do you know about Enochian magic, Mr. O'Meara? Hmm? Oh, you've been talking to people, have you? Did they send you to me? Well, I'm no lecturer, but the gist of it is something like... It's its own magical discipline, using rituals and ceremonies to speak to angels or their like. It was all developed some time ago, and it does work. Not so often as I would like, but you make do. Angels don't speak our language, exactly, which is entirely another thing, but there are ways to work around that. It's almost enough just to have them answer. Almost, but they don't stay for very long. I would know. Why do I discuss the fetters with him? Do you know anything about the concept of fetters? Well, not as much as some of the others might. I'm not much for that discipline, but I believe they're the things that hold ghosts in this world. I suppose that's why they call them fetters, named for the old shackles used to transport prisoners. Do you use laudanum often, Mr. O'Meara? Are you about to tell me you're a doctor? You're not my doctor. My doctor is sick of me. It's a bad habit, I know, but I'm not here to be cross-examined. I have some dangerous pastimes. Injuries to be expected.
I'll be off.
Don't let me keep... Are you enjoying the event?
Oh, no. I wish I hadn't come. It has cost me everything.
Oh. Well, I'm having a nice time.
What a wonderful conversation. A camera with a strange attachment on the front with an engraving that says Spirit Lens.
Mr. Ward.
Do you recognize this picture? Of course I do. I took it. Maybe a week ago? Evelyn must have dropped it. You should return it to her. I've seen one of these before, at a fair. A camera, I believe. Good eye, Mr. Ward, and only partially wrong. It is a camera, yes, but one modified to work as a spirit camera. Well, I modified it to work better as one. Any camera, in the right circumstances, can capture a spirit, of course. But my lens filters the image through complex geometry made of peridot, selenite, black tourmaline, labradorite, lapis lazuli, and clear quartz stones to both bring out the spirit and protect against it. That is the most bougie lens filter you could possibly have. I thought, what better place to really put this device to the test than here? These halls, and dare I say, the people here, are likely crawling with spirits. I've even set up a darkroom in my quarters so I can quickly develop images. This way people can take away a copy, should they wish. Would you care for a picture? See who or what haunts you? Sure. Excellent. Come. In my room I have everything needed to take and develop your picture quickly. Lead the way. We're gonna get a picture and it's just gonna be something horrifying standing behind me.
Are you ready? Comfortable?
Yes, I think I am.
Then sit still and look at the camera.
Oh god, my eyes.
And we're done. It'll take me a few minutes to develop it.
No, we're not cool enough to take a selfie.
Please, Doctor. If you mean to make a fool of me, you have gone too far.
This is no prank. Whoever that spirit is...
Eamon. My brother. Eamon.
Eamon is with you, in a way. I should be clear. You are Catholic, yes? This is not to say that your brother isn't in heaven. Perhaps a way to explain it is to think of him as a guardian angel. But in truth, we don't know. Look there, at Miss MacLeod. No spirits. It's not that there is no loss in her life. So why? Nobody has been able to really explain things like this. That is why this event and Miss Mantovani's promises draw so many. Here, take a copy. And with it, take solace that your brother is watching over you.
Thank you, Doctor. This means a lot to me. I can see why you champion these newer ways.
Dr. Callahan doesn't seem concerned that Eamon is watching over me. Is he watching over me? Or is he haunting me? Would Dr. Callahan be so sure Eamon was a guardian angel if he knew what had happened? Mary?
Mary? As in Mary Blake?
Ah, that one. Yes, possibly. The clothing and hairstyle matches the era, certainly.
No, the camera isn't cool enough to take a selfie. Unless you're talking about me. I'm never cool enough to take a selfie.
Have you shown the Marquess?
No. I have considered it and felt it was more ethical to wait until after the seance. I don't want to set him up for failure, hoping she might show up. Maybe afterwards, but we'll see.
Whoa. This image of Mr. O'Meara did not come out so well. Miss McLeod, I can see she's not shadowed by anything here. She looks a little lost without Miss Loud by her side. Another photo of Miss Evelyn Dean. She looks more haunted than the other picture I have. I wonder why. But this confirms for me that the doctor took the photograph I now have. Did he send it to me then? Or was it taken from his room? This must be the church at the back of the grounds. Trey used to develop photographs. A gramophone record and a note. Note to self. Request gramophone to room so I can attempt to use this music to re-enter the dream and find out what is going on there. That record is rather fragile. If you wouldn't mind exercising some caution. Book appears to have been read many times. Book on medical history and another on recent advances in chemistry. Cool-ish. Aw, thanks. A letter from Fia to Rory Callahan, ordering him home for this grand seance. Camera with a strange attachment on the front. Are you a fox, Mr. Ward? Pardon? Handsome creatures, but rather irksome to find digging through your rubbish. Well, point taken. These look like medical records, maybe, but they're masked by a sigil. That I'm just gonna undo in front of him. Oh my god, please. Thank you. Got it. Dr. Callahan's case files. It contains his notes on Miss Mantovani. According to this, she does not have long to live. Irregular heart rhythms, the onset of organ failure, a weakness of the blood. He's not sure what is causing it, but seems to believe that that wouldn't help her anyway in this late stage. All he can do is minimize her pain in these, her final days. A London paper. He's reading an article on staff shortages in the hospitals there. Notes on the event. It seems the doctor is preparing a research paper on the events of this weekend.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
I love that he says that to me like I haven't just been hanging out in his room. Really? I can't discuss anything that I just found out with him? I saw Mr. O'Meara taking some laudanum. No small amount, too. Is there a danger in that, Doctor? Of course there is, but I worry more about why he's taking it at that volume. Some people get a dependency for the stuff, it's true, but he's using it to mask the pain of his various foolhardy risks. A riding accident here, a beating in an alleyway there. People talk, and it seems this poor young man has something of a death wish.
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Globe of the known world. I wonder, will they discover anything new? I can only imagine how thrilling it was when the Americas were discovered. Can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone's inside. Okay, there's dinner on the next hour. I bet that wee Jacqueline has reached out to Rory too. I won't let her take him. I won't, whatever the price. Jacqueline? Whoever she means is from Dublin, and she does feel kindly towards him. A letter for Fia Callahan from her sister-in-law. Instructions to allow no harm to come to her boy, Dr. Callahan, I assume. Unless she wants something worse than a few white streaks to happen to her hair. She seems concerned that her son is wasting his time and risking his life with this mystical path. From reading this, it seems he is an acclaimed and respected doctor with the potential of quite a lucrative life ahead of him, if only he would focus on it. Little of interest. Seems like Miss Callahan is making notes on the other guests. Erickson, a fraud, and a poor one at that. Barbosa, the poor lamb, is lost here. There's no trace of actual magic off her. I figured none of the staff would have any Dracoi. But Hunter has training. I hear more people have had those strange dreams. They all start innocent enough, in the manor, lots of out-of-place doors, seeing those spirals, an urge to attend the seance, and become deeper over time. The staff, those I get anything from, their dreams have moved on from the seance. They have darker messages, frustration, a longing to leave, trapped animals. You're having dinner in the next hour. Stranger still, they seem to be experiencing one another's dreams. Like a big stew pot of experiences all mixed together. How is that? Rory is planning some newfangled investigation. I'll leave it to him. I need to stay focused on the well. On the well? The label says until your headache passes on. It is unused. It looks to be a hasty schedule of sorts. It's titled Weekends Well Scrying. Carmela Lloyd. Quarantine. There's also a note. Make sure everyone has directions for the hedge maze. Can't see anything of note in here. Nothing noteworthy. Okay. Titles are both in Irish. I do not know what they say. Alright. I'm also probably having dinner in about an hour. Doesn't seem like anyone's inside. He was literally just in there. Your dinner is better? How do you know? I have to investigate room 18. 7 through 8. You can't beat ravioli? I don't need to beat ravioli because I personally am not a fan of ravioli. But it's just another reason you and I are nemesis. I'm not a fan of the color purple and I don't like ravioli. Therefore, we are forever enemies. Where is room 18? Oh, wait. It's in here somewhere. Surprise, suspicious stare. This book appears to have been read many times. Various writings, but the one that stands out is about the upcoming seance. Imagine to actually speak with a ghost. Who will it be? I'm looking for a number combination. I assumed Mr. Scarrett was well off, but his records show he's rich beyond my imagination. He has a string of failed businesses, but he's still massively wealthy. All from inheritances. We read this last time. Why is his schedule red? Barrett attempts to write a will, but he keeps starting over when he reaches the part on who to leave his resources to. He does not seem to have any family or friends. He's had all his money given to him, but he has made nothing of it. He's the last of his family, he's failed to make an empire, and he's been rejected by his fraternity. He's alone. When he dies, he and his fortune will be forgotten. Oh. My favorite Christmas movie? I really loved like the old Jack Frost. The like stop motion animation one. And The Year Without a Santa Claus. Assortment of clothing. There's gotta be something that'll open this. Oh, does he make you think of like the Scrooge? But no, I love the old stop motion animation Christmas movies. I thought they were amazing when I was a kid. They like kind of redid them at some point in like the 2010s, I think, and I didn't like the like redone ones. I like the originals more. But I think it's just because I grew up with the originals. She is doomed to die. I might, but I'm also not much of a movie person, to be fair. Trying to find, like... Here it is. I am stuck. Letter addressed to Apprentice Scarrett. Seems he's been ejected from the Freemasons for not living by their tenets of fraternity, charity, and self-sacrifice. He has circled self-sacrifice. He has also scrawled a note on the page that confirms he has no magical skills of his own and was hoping to gain some through his time with the Order. There's like no other hints to... I like stood on that trash can to look inside of it. I have no way of verifying Scarrett's alibi. Because my last two suspects are O'Meara and Scarrett. The fumes in my brain. Yeah, I am pretty tired, I'm not gonna lie. My brain is... The single brain cell is tapped out. Oh!
You again?
Yeah, me again. Its goal is to... trap an angel. Wait, not an angel. Oh wait, no, it is an angel, and summon it so that he can... Where is... Stop risking his life to see it. There we go. I like knew what to say, but the way it's phrasing it here was confusing me. No, that can't be it. Oh, I have it backwards. Summon an angel and trap it. I was like, what do you
Mr.
mean?
O'Hara wants to trap an angel. I should find and confront him about this.
You again?
Yes, me again. Your goal is to summon an angel and trap it so you can stop risking your life to see it.
Am I so easily read? Oh dear. I'm not much for secrets, but I'd rather have some mystique. Apparently that's not at all the case, as you've got me pinned. Ah, well, it's true after all. There's an angel somewhere about me. I know it. But I can only ever see it when I am, well, close to death. If only I could speak with it. Find out what it is at once. But I never get more than a few moments. A few words. But I can't continue on like this. I'm not entirely heartless. If something more permanent were to happen to me, my poor mother. So, whatever it is behind that veil of life, yes, I intend to seize the thing. To take a hold of it and get my answer. For better or worse. That's the idea, anyhow. But I cannot get to the thing. And I'm going absolutely spare trying to make it work. Maybe... would you help me with it? While the veil is low, I mean, and with more eyes on it, this might be my best chance. Come to my room and see if you can help. After all, your senses were sharp enough to figure me out.
Oh, well, no, I guess we're doing that now. I'm sure nothing could go wrong with this.
Here, this is a Babel stone. It's used to translate Enochian, the language of angels. Do you think you can figure out how it works? It's a matter of translation, I think, for a name. The notes are here in my trunk.
Oh. S U I E Script reads Swibney. This must be the name of the angel. I should inform Mr. O'Meara that I've deciphered his notes. Well, hopefully he didn't leave his room. Dinner in the dining room. Yes, he did leave his room. Damn it! Come back! I'm gonna walk over in this dinner and he's gonna be like, you again. Yeah. You literally asked me to help you.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal? Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
I understand the concern, Signorina. I do... Oh, but Mr. Ward, would you like to join us?
Sure, because I need to talk
We
to
were
the
just
priest
talking
anyway.
about, well, whether this seance is such a good idea. You're welcome to join us if you'd like.
I'd be delighted to. Is there doubt about the seance?
See, Signorina Callaghan has concerns about it taking place.
If you ask me, Mr. Ward, there's nothing good to come of this. Best to leave these lands be. They're unsettled enough already.
I could say, amica mia, that it's only one spirit. One among many apprehended for less than an hour. Were it to cause much trouble, I would not do it. This is, of course, a lie. How can I say it is safe when it has not been done before? Of course I would risk this. And the Marquess, he sees value in that risk too.
That's because he wants to see his wife again, don't...
I'm not sure the Marquis knows what's good for him.
Yeah, because from what I've gotten from everybody, he was never the same after his wife passed away.
What is it that has you so concerned, Miss Callahan?
See, this was once sacred ground. There are portals, ways to the other world, underground, all over the country. But this place housed a significant one. I worry that when our medium here calls forth something from the other side, she'll call the wrong thing.
You offend me. I'm a better medium than that.
You'll call out in a place you don't know, where things you don't know walk. They are tricksters. They can call back in any way that pleases you. And right now, you seem most eager to succeed at any cost.
Excuse my interrupting. A portal. Underground.
As such, aye.
Do you know a way to it?
Why is she... what? Oh, that's long lost, since the
Not
invasions.
that I'd tell a man of God, even if it wasn't. Hasn't your kind plundered our myths enough?
Well, that was awkward. Where is... Okay. I needed the timetable. He's in the changing room. Undiscovered map location? Oh man. It's not that way. It's a supply closet. You said it was probably a pain to code. I don't know much about coding, but I would assume probably yes. I know enough to know that if one small thing is out of place, suddenly everything is out of place. Where have I not really been? Do I have a map? Yes, ghost. Oh, he's brought a mouse. Give me 1 second. Okay, maybe it's in this west corridor. And then this is the drawing room. Okay. Let's check the west tower. Can't think of anywhere I haven't been, besides the basement. Is there somebody in my room?
I don't see anyone. I would have sworn I heard laughter.
Nothing of note. Stranger still, it does not come with any recordings. We're just gonna... We better call Luigi. Honestly, Luigi would have had this solved.
It has faded back to its original image. But for a brief moment, the image from my dream carried across to this place.
Him and his handy dandy vacuum. Yes, ghost. You know, he really wants me to throw it for him, and then I'll throw it, and he just, like, watches it go and does nothing. There's nothing in here. The taps have warm water and request there must be a boiler of some sort on site. Well, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go talk to the people I can talk to that are in the dining room then, because I don't know where the changing room is. I never found it, apparently. This is the long way around.
Sorry, sir. Would you mind waiting until we had the place cleared before return?
I do mind. East Tower. Unlockable door, locked door. Unlocked door. Those are not unlocked. The ones for the basement. Another of Miss Hisham's vase drawings. She seems to misplace them near basement entrances. Staff area is locked off. Can I get in there through here? Thankfully, I can't tell if they ever saw use. Well, I can assume by the people sitting in... or the skeletons. Looks clean. Possibly held water? I mean, if it had been holding water, it might have gotten moldy by now. I'm starting to believe this game is playing jokes. It just told me those entrances to the basement. Another... Did she get this one open? It's locked and hasn't been open in a while. Nope. Alright, so the vase she's looking for is in the basement. That we know.
Sorry,
Okay.
sir.
Just want to have a discussion. Doyle. What else can I work on? Because currently I cannot talk to him. These 4 have been done and taken care of. I think I understand. The Black Iron Prison is what the Gnostics call this existence of ours. They seek to find a way for humanity to break out. That's why he was so interested when he heard, oh my god, there's a portal? Underground? And where might that be? He's so bad at being discreet. Is he in the dining room? Yes, he is. Okay, so I can't talk to him either. Yes, Ghost? What can I do for you, my child? My little hellion son. Hmm? You better be dining in the dining room. Ghost or the priest? You go to the library again, I guess. Battle of the Taitu was a fierce battle fought between the Tuatha Danann and the Malaysians that lasted many days and saw both sides using underhanded tactics. Eventually, after too much loss, a truce was reached and it was agreed that the land would be split evenly between both parties. Ghost, please don't jump up there. You'll turn off the PC. To show their goodwill, the gods let the Malaysians choose their half first, but the Malaysians tricked the gods, for when it was their time to pick, they picked the top half. The gods, true to their word, accepted the deal and moved underground to Tir na Nog, part of the other world, to live with the Fae. I can't find anything. It looks like any books on it have been taken away. I should ask around for more information. The people of Danu are the old gods of Ireland, with Danu being a sort of Earth Mother type entity representing the land itself, a race of beings each twice the height of a man with unnatural abilities. Like the gods of many classical mythologies, each one had areas of expertise, though there was much overlapping and infighting as a result. They lived across Ireland for countless centuries and battled with various otherworldly foes. Okay. Okay, all observations made on this. Oh. Is there anything I want to look up? Base of Nectanebo. In tradition says that Nectanebo, the last native pharaoh of Egypt, was the greatest magician of all the pharaohs. His vase is shrouded in legend. It is said many adventurers and archaeologists have become obsessed with finding it throughout history. Once they attain it, they have a sudden and complete change in personality, often disappearing, leaving their lives and families behind. The last known owner of the vase was Wilhelmina Blake, whose uncle, Lord Barnard Blake, had recovered it from Gizeh in the late 1700s. She disappeared not long after that. The current whereabouts of the vase are unknown. This vase sounds cursed. Cursed? Man. Our goal is to reclaim the stolen vase. But she is obsessed because it is cursed.
Miss Hisham is searching for a vase stolen by Wilhelmina Blake, but she doesn't know it's cursed. I should find and confront her about this.
Is she also in the dining room? Because I can't confront her if she's in the dining room. Please don't be in the dining room. Okay, she's not. Where is she? That's Barbosa. Wait, no, she's at the top. She's in the garden. Okay. La Liberia. Liberia. Why did I say it like that? What is happening? Where am I going and what am I doing? I need the walled garden. Garden! Both times were wrong. That's fair. I'm not shocked. Whew, it's dark. Spooky. Who's that by the door? Is that the lady I'm looking for? Yeah, it is.
Mr.
Confront! Your goal is to reclaim the stolen vase, but you are obsessed because it's cursed.
If you're trying to dissuade me, you will need to choose more than the hysteria of... You are serious.
I'm afraid so.
The thing hasn't left my mind since I first discovered its existence. Every moment I am awake, even when I am not, I think of that vase. If I'm very still, I feel it pulling me away from myself. And always, always, I hear a song in the back of my head I have never heard before. I wrote it down, though I do not know what for. Here. Do you see? I am not myself. And yet it seems so important. Not just obsession, then. I will not be subject to such a thing. Will you help me? Will you find and destroy it? Normally, I would not condone the destruction of something so ancient.
but such a thing should never have survived this long. And take the music too, in case it helps you. If you find the artifact, Mr. Ward, you must break it. Leave nothing but powder and dust.
Alrighty. In the name of an angel. Why am I on that one? Oh, go back. Key to the lock that hides the vase. Oh. Let's go talk to... It looked like any of the... Again, I always think that I can open it by clicking on it. Any of the staff, basically, and herself. Let's start with Varley, he's easiest to talk to. That's the wrong way. Excuse me, Mr. Varley. I require assistance.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Miss Hishan told me about this melody she's heard. I would say that you're free to use the piano in the drawing room, but it was moved last week. Out of tune as it was. Our finest piano is storage, but the Marquess refuses to move it upstairs. It's a spectacular portrait you have of Wilhelmina Blake in the atrium. Yes, the center of one of the odder occurrences from Blake Manor. I'm told she had a sudden and drastic change of character. One day she was content with her life here, the next she was ordering a carriage to Gauford, taking just a small suitcase. She never returned or sent for any of her belongings. They're all still down in the basement. Okay.
I need nothing else. Thank you.
Certainly.
Records. I have notes on the master keys. This is what I needed. So... the southwest key is lost in the basement storeroom. The northwest corridor is still securely locked away in the stable safe. The atrium key is in the supply closet. Where's the basement key? Just need to get into the basement. I can't verify his alibi. He is almost certifiably insane, but he's not wrong, I guess. So he's not actually insane. So I'm inclined to believe that he was just in his room by himself. But I can't confront either of them about it because I can't... like, I have to verify, the alibis. Ooh, Mr. Hunter is in the walled garden. But yeah, atrium. So I can talk to him about the melody too. Maybe he'll be able to just let me into the basement and be like, oh, yeah, sure. It's staff only, but you seem nice enough. This is the only part that's considered the walled gardens, right? Of course not. He would be by the stables then. Is that this way or is it the other way? It's the other way. Oh, chapel and graveyard. It could, of course, have been opened outside of this rigid schedule, but I can go no further regardless. I'll see what other routes are possible before trying to scale this imposing-looking barrier. Do I have to go to the hedge maze before I can go to the gardens? No. How the hell do I get to the... I'm actually losing my mind. It said... Wait, is that him? I thought that was Mr. Dupre. It is.
Hello again, my...
Soul jars. Do you know anything about soul jars, Mr. Dupre? Well, simply put, Mr. Ward, they are as they sound. They're jars for storing souls. Not something I'd see used beyond the most extreme of circumstances. Well, the kid's like nearly ending his life trying to... I've heard Miss Callahan is a master in the art of well scrying. So I have heard. In fact, I've made plans to visit her myself, to be able to show a person their loved ones while separated. What a gift.
Not at all, Mr.
The timetable definitely says that he's supposed to be in the walled garden. And he's not here. I have been lied to. What is that? Is this always here? This leads perhaps to the Blake private residence. The hinges are rusted over. It hasn't seen use in some time. If I don't find him at the stables, then I'm genuinely confused as to where he's supposed to be. Of course. Damn it. And the rest of the staff is all in the dining room. There's nothing else I can do. I literally just have to basically wait out my time. Bust of Richard Blake from 1830 to 1874. That's pretty nifty. We're there in past quarter. Have I been through here? Maybe. 7 to 8? Isn't that McLeod and Miss Lau? No. How's it filled with cleaning supplies? Is anyone in the bar? Man, he heard that bell and walked all the way from the bar to the lobby. Just for me to ask him some stupid question.
And you're back.
Can't really talk about it.
No, I should
Him.
go. Only do something if you want.
We meet again.
We do meet again, and I don't want to analyze you. I want to discuss evidence. It's a very handsome cane you have there. Why, thank you. I'm rather fond of it. I'm not so frail as to need it, but I've always been partial to the effect a nice cane provides a good suit. Do you know much about the strange device in the atrium? Ah, yes. A spirit gauge, I think. Monitors the amount of spectral activity in the area. More ghosts, better seance. Is that right? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Plan to attend a few talks today, namely those of our hosts. Then a quick drink at the bar. I love that he told me his entire plan for the day, starting from before we're having this conversation. And tomorrow, if I get enough sleep, they have a reverend coming in for a service at 11 a.m. in the graveyard church, somewhat of a way to atone for the night before. And I intend to rest up in the bar until the silent dinner, whatever nonsense that is, one last meal before the big event. Huh?
Good day.
One last meal, he says. Yikes. There he is. Oh, she's going to die this weekend. That was not made clear. Morning's late wife. She's in her early 20s. She has the second sight. In her early 30s. Miss Callahan's notes state she has no magical talents. A book of her poetry. She's in her late 20s. Note from Miss Quinn suggesting to perform a ritual near a body of water, failing at the lady's lavatory. Post. Right, I think my brain has reached its limit. Everyone I need to talk to is in a room I cannot access. And the ones that it shows that they should be accessible are not where their timetable says they should be. Except I'm absolutely certain that Omira is in the changing room. But I don't know where that changing room is. The singular neuron. It's calling for a retreat. It's telling me it's time for a nap. But I also need to eat dinner. So we have to go cook. So I am gonna go ahead and end it here. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna play this or Black Myth Wukong. I had a lot of fun playing it yesterday, and I almost decided to play it today. But I really want to play both games, so we'll see. Anywho, as always, you're all so very wonderful. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me. It really does make my day. If you are new here and you enjoy hanging out with us, I implore you to press the subscribe button. And if you like the video, please like it. If you dislike it, that's okay too. You tell me to enjoy my food, but it's not ravioli? I'm not allowed to enjoy my dinner because it isn't ravioli. Amazing. No, thank you for being here. Anywho, please, everybody, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!